people believe that the paranormal and science are separate. But what they don't know, that they are both joined together as one. Join Ben and Louisa on their quest as they bring together science, occult, and the paranormal, only on Occult, History, and Science with Ben and Lou.
Good evening. Unfortunately, at the minute, it's just me, which is really scary. So, how are we all? Hopefully, we're all okay. I currently have a sleeping dog next to me, so she may get up and start barking at some point. But I'm hoping everyone is okay. First bit of news I'll get out of the way with, because everyone keeps asking me and everyone's driving me nuts in a sort of good way. The next episode of Help My House is Haunted Celebrity is the one I'm in. So there, if you've got Discovery Plus, go watch it. Everyone keeps asking me about it, including my mum, who's driving me nuts. So tonight's show is pretty much just a chit chat. I'll ask you questions, general chit chat on pretty much everything. If you guys have got any questions you want about paranormal, fire them answers, or any questions in general, just go for it. Is it playing? But right, oh, right now, give me a second when my brain catches up with me. Let's just say hello to everyone that we've got in. So we've got hi Sarah, hi Jeanette, hi Eric. Is it playing now? No, it will be out Thursday, I think, maybe Friday. I'm not entirely sure. I just know it's this week's. Because I remember the person's last name of the celebrity. I won't lie, guys, I ain't got a clue who it was. The Roths. I don't know if it was Only Way of Essex or Only Way of something or other. Maybe Geordie Shaw. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just getting the details for the case. So, are we all good? So, yeah, should be a good one. It's an interesting one, put it that way. But this one that we filmed last weekend was one interesting one. But I'm not allowed to talk about it because obviously contracts are contracts. Hello, Jess. I see a shadow. There is a lady here. She's just getting the essentials. She needs a cup of tea before anything. Evening, Natasha. So yeah, any questions by all means, guys, fire them away tonight, and we will try to do what we can best. But yes, at the moment it's just me, and we know I tend to ramble about absolutely anything and everything, and it's just me because I got a little bit panicky. I'm not panicking yet. However, I may let in a little bit of an interesting sight for the guys at home now. Because there doesn't seem to be a lot. So, shall we have a little bit of a nosy? Anyone that knows this book will know exactly what it is. I've been on about it for a while. This is my black book.
What have you done?
What have they done? Oh, okay. If anyone heard that, the puppies have just pretty much ripped apart their basket. So a lot of people have always asked about this one. There is this, and there is the big leather bound. Now, the leather bound book, I will never show on here the pages the full degree because of what's in them. However, yeah, we've noticed that every time I actually go to show the book, the internet cuts out. So instead, we're going to have a peeky look at this book. So I'll start with the first page, and I'm going to see if I can try this So bear with me, guys, because we know what I'm like with technology. I am crap. Hey, Craig. Oh, interesting bit for you guys to know. Craig just reminded me I'm coming on, bless him. There will be a very, 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 very unique object heading to the Haunted Museum, Stoke-on-Trent. As far as I'm aware, this is the only place you will ever see one in, well, this side of, shall we say, Europe. I know of two other ones. Hi, Gemma. I only know of two other ones, and I also happen to know the people that made them, and I know where they're located. These two things that are going to be made are going to be, like I say, one is being made for my personal use, which I appreciate Craig doing, and we'll obviously sort stuff out for that. The other one is going to reside at their museum. And this is what's known as a summoning, different to a Ouija board, but the same principle. Now, it's all interlocking circles on it. The design I am working out now using help from my friends that have other ones, one being in a private collection, the other one being in a certain museum. And it will be ready and set. Like I say, the only place you will be able to see these boards and even get to use them will be at the Haunted Museum. I need to sort out my I literally need like reminders, like post-it notes around my phone when I'm saying stuff. Yeah. So if you haven't already, guys, go and check Craig and Gemma out. They are amazing people. Go check out the Haunted Museum, Stoke-on-Trent. Sorry, guys, my brain's just gone bleh. Go check them out. They are amazing people and they do amazing things. I can't say enough about them. I'm pretty sure you are pretty much the same. They're just genuinely good people and generally know what they're on about as well, which is, I'm not gonna lie, a rarity nowadays in the paranormal field. A lot of people have set up museums and they've just been shocking. But yes, so interesting book. We got Craig, excellent stuff. Can't wait for it, mate. Can't wait to start them. Yep, it'll be, like I say, be the one and only place that I know that will have this board due to the fact that the design is going to be there. You will only be able to see it in person. There won't be any photographs of it. So that's all I can say. So, people that have always wondered what's in this book, first couple of pages are languages. So you do have Enotic, Malison, which is loosely referred to as, call it the Freemason language, but it's sort of changed since then. Then we have the others. You have Theban, River Passing, which is the Jewish. It says the Jewish cults on there, but at the time it was just shorter for some bizarre reason. I don't know why I put Jewish tribes. There we go. And then correlation with the numbers. This gets used a lot. People don't realise that. So, if you ever want it, try and find it. It is in a few books. Oh, just get bombarded by things from another chat. Evening all. Is that you or is that no? You're still there. You're still there eating ice cream. Hi, Damon. But yeah, guys, any paranormal questions, as I keep saying, throw them up by all means. So here, this is a bit of an interesting one. This is, if I can get it close enough, and the page is not go white. They are. That is what's known as a balancing scale. There's not a lot. I don't know if I can get rid of the light a bit more for you to see it properly. My amazing camera skills here, guys. So that's a balancing scale. So as you say, east, south, west, north on the bottom, and then sunrise, noon, sunset, midnight, and the rest you can sort of see. There you go. That's all right, Craig. We will catch up with you soon. No doubt we'll get you on the show again as well soon to get an update on the museum. Honestly, guys, go check them out. Honestly, there's links on our Facebook page all over the place. You cannot miss it. So, if you can hear crunching at the minute, it's the demon dog sat next to me crunching a bone, while the other one's just sort of looking at me gone out. Hello to new people. Hello. Any questions? Please feel free to fire them up, guys. Honestly, any paranormal questions, any questions, just throw them up. Honestly, help me out, please. So yes, then obviously basic demonology stuff. Just little bits and bobs. This you can all easily find, quite easily find. Obviously, there's certain things in this book I can't show you, because I will get told off. But yeah, this is my personal book. As you can hear me probably skipping pages. So just handy little bits, stuff like this. Always handy to have. Anyone that knows me will be able to vouch that this book is never out of my pocket. It is usually in my pocket 24/7. And if this isn't in my pocket, I have it all on my phone as well in a file. I have to just keep on top of things. Organisation over the years. Planetary seals. Very interesting. Not a lot of people use these anymore. Sort of lost the. I don't know, I've lost the understanding of these. A lot of esoteric stuff gets lost nowadays. It doesn't really get used, which is strange. Egyptian. So these are all Egyptian cantations. Always interesting read. You finished your ice cream now. You got your cup of tea. Okay. Do you want to join in, or are you just happy sitting at the edge?
I just wanted to put something in between us.
Pops are in the middle. So yes. And then over the years, I have managed to get breakdown of elements. So these might interest a few people if anyone's ever interested. Get into the lights off it. There we go. So breakdown of fire, Hebrew name, great name, cardinal point, archangel, angel, ruler, king, elementals. And these are a lot of these have changed even in the time I've wrote this, because this book from the early days of me learning, the very early days. So a lot of this extended beyond. A lot of my knowledge extended beyond these pages now, which is it's still nice to have this as a reminder. It's more of a drop down than I suppose what you class as a book of shadows. Need to flip through the pages. It's all fun, guys. Yeah, so this page here, I'm trying to cover this over. These are the angelic seals.
No.
All 7 days of them. Quite easy to find now. You can find more of these as well now. Quite easy, honestly. Trying to flick through. There's not a great deal in this book I can actually show you. But yeah, you've all seen these before. Evening, Wild Bill, or good morning, good afternoon, good day.
Yeah.
Good day. Oh, yes. Such thing of elemental angels. Can you give example of names and what connection they are? Elementals, angels. Elemental angels, you are looking at people like Raphael, Michael. They are fire elemental angelics. They don't, when you look back in history, they don't really. I'm trying to figure out how to word this carefully. Can't get to use barred or banned. They are angelics that reside outside of the Abrahamic belief. So they appear in other religions and are not stated to obviously be servants of God, but more servants of other beings. You say I'm right in wording that? Yeah, that dodged every political red flag I can get round. That was like crazy golf trying to get around every single flag. Yeah, that's probably the best way I can explain it. Obviously, Raphael, Michael,
Existed before Christianity.
Yeah.
Christianity just incorporated it.
yeah, I'm trying to think of who the other one is. Azil.
All the Valentians kind of thing.
Yeah. We can put up a long list of angelics that existed before Christianity. But I'll state now they are the beliefs of my personal self and not those that reflect the beliefs of the page. Clause.
It's not your belief, it's what research that has been done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's as Lou says. I don't know if you can hear Lou because obviously I've got two pups about to start arguing by the side of me. But yeah, there is a lot of the stuff we work with extends beyond Christianity, predating pretty much the beginning of Christianity. Because you have to remember, it started as Zoroastrianism, then it went into the Abrahamic, so the Jewish faith. Then you saw kind of a small split when it came to Christianity Egypt, where they started following a single god. That was Tutankhamun. Or the following, I think it was Amun-Ra. Probably not. It's sorry guys, that's Buster dragging his teeth across his bone. So yeah, there's a lot of angelics that completely outdate Christianity by miles. Sarah, shush. Oh dear. I want to know your opinion on astrology and how Jesus is represented at Pisces and Abrahamic religions represent planets like Judaism is Jesus, it is Saturn. Yeah, we were talking about this. Well, for those of you who don't know, me and Sarah have been talking for a very, very long time about different subjects. The reason we don't really post a lot of content on here is because a lot of it would get us into trouble. But hi, David. Nice of you to join us. But yeah, going back to a question, there are what's known as obviously the 12 tribes. So there's the 12 tribes of Judaism. These are reflected in the 12 signs of the zodiac. And here's the scary part. They're also reflected by the 12 planets of our solar system. Now that's where it gets confusing. Because as far as we are aware, how many planets are
Sorry,
there? Never mind. Obviously, there's 9 planets in the solar system. Originally, there was 10, but Pluto got knocked down to. Is there 9? I'm completely losing track. It's right, because in my head, I've got planets and moons. Just do a quick check how many planets there is. Sorry, guys. It's like. Because I like to.
The Saturn moons, which are kind of like mini planets.
Yeah, because I like to study astrology as well.
Are you including the planets that have just got weird names, not like numbers and whatnot?
No, just the normal planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. What's that? Mercury.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Mercury, Venus.
Earth, Mars.
Yeah.
Jupiter, Saturn.
Yep.
Uranus.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, you got the. You got sleep. Hang on.
It's right because there's been so many.
Yeah, because we're not including the 12 ones, are we? So we'll go for the 8.
8 planets. That's it. It
We'll
was
go for the
9.
8.
Yeah, it was 9, but Pluto got chopped down, didn't it?
Yeah, Pluto's the puppy. There's 12 planets.
Yeah. The
Along
Pluto.
with Haumea, Makemate, and Eris.
Yeah. That gets complicated. So yeah, there was not originally. There's 9 planets. But we know 9 planets.
We still love you, Pluto.
Then take into account the sun, which would be 7 planets. 7 planets. The sun, which would be 10 planets. Then there is this mysterious gap of the other 2. Now, scientists are now trying to catch up with the past. They have been doing it all a while. We are starting to understand and believe that there is a 10th planet out there, so that brings it into 11. Number 12 is a planet that smashed into ours. And that is where things get interesting when you look back that far into cultology. So I'll leave it on that one. Sorry, guys, we went around the house on there. My brain has that they put 74 planets. That's 74 moons to Jupiter. There's God knows, there's so many different planets and dwarf planets and planets and exoplanets and everything like that now that my brain just I can't work out anymore. There's just a bog standard number. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. We'll say a bit more, Sarah, in our chats, just because I can't really say much more on here because it gets interesting. Yeah, what about the new planets that are being discovered? Yeah, see, that's where it all gets confusing, really confusing. Pluto is virtually, virtually challenged planet. Yeah. Zodiac is 12. Yeah, originally 13, but we'll leave that for another day. Here's something interesting for you about the Zodiac as well. Every single creature on the Chinese Zodiac was real, is real, even. So why is there a dragon on there if every other creature exists? Leave that one as I will. Yeah, there's right, and there's a theory that Saturn used to be Earth's ancient sun. That might be why that's common. Are you sure it's Saturn, not Jupiter? Because there's 2 mixes with that one. Scientifically, it could have been Jupiter, and Saturn. It gets a bit confusing around there. I know the Roman Empire used to pray to Saturn because Saturn is the higher up god. It was Greek's representative of Zeus, and it all gets complicated because the Romans pretty much stole everything constantly off everyone else and they claimed it their own. But now, Wild Bell, but now 13 with the Serpent Chamber. Yeah. Brief heard something on the radio about it. Something I want to look into. Yeah, they're all starting to. Astrologists and scientists at NASA and all that sort of stuff starting to realize that the way our planet is, the way our solar system is that there has to be another planet out there. There is no question. Yes, no, maybe. It is. That's it. It's there. We just need to find it. And if it's on an optical approach, a bit like Pluto is, where it comes really close, then goes really far out, comes back, you would be looking at probably an orbital balance of about, say, 50,000 years. And on to the next one. Just because I know Damon's watching and I know he'll be hanging up every word I say and he'll go and check it out. While Bill, my sign is a horse. Yeah, same, buddy. The Sumerian stone depicted 13 planets. Yep. Do you know what's even more scary with Sumeria? They counted inwards, not outwards. They didn't class us as being the 3rd planet from the sun. They classed us as the 7th planet in. That will really confuse the hell out of you guys when you start looking at more stuff like that. the two used to be Earth, the Earth and Sun. Yeah. There was apparently a planet merge. Yeah, that is between. That was between us as well. We had a planet merge with another planet. Daryl, hey, buddy, nice to see you. Evening. I'm slowly catching up with comments, guys. They found a planet past Pluto that goes around our sun. Yeah, this is what I mean. They're starting to find more and more. Tasha, me too. Vonnie saying hi, Damon. I'm like Sherlock. Google. Yep. Yo, Von Star. Hi, Damon. Also, all ancient civilizations were obsessed with. Yeah. Yes. Everyone was obsessed with that. Sort of like when you're a kid and you suddenly discover that you've got one in your life. But they're like religions. Penises are always like religions. Everyone has it. Doesn't mean everyone wants to see it or talk about it. And that's that one, guys. I've caught up at last. I was going through this. Certain bits. I think people still are easing that. Right, so we're all caught up. Again, any more paranormal questions or anything like that, please throw them up. Do not hesitate. Hope you're well, Major. You look very in your new specs the other night, Damon. They suit you. Yeah, Damon had new specs. He does look good. He looks intelligent. Hey, shut up. There we go. So chart line. This is when I actually get it open. This is the angelic chain of command, shall we say. You see main names on there. So you got the top, which is Metatron. I know it sounds like a transformer. They're part of what's known as the Four Quarters. Then you've got Raphael in the middle, who pretty much answers to hardly anyone. Down at the bottom, you've got Gabriel and Michael's, obviously, other corner. You can't really see from the glare of my phone. There we go. The puppies are starting to argue over a bone, so you might hear the odd little squeak. So yeah, this little black book that everyone's been interested in, it's got other things in it, but obviously there's certain things I can't really show. I think that's about it for what I can actually show in here. Just double checking. Yeah, sorry guys, that's pretty much all I can show you from there. Oh, Megatron, that's it. Megatron, not Metatron. But yeah, so that's pretty much my little black book from the little pages. I was hoping I could actually show you more, but unfortunately I can't. Certain things aren't allowed to be aired. It caused me a lot of trouble. But yeah, that's it on that one. So does anyone have, like I say, any questions? Please feel free to fire them out. I'm going to try and raise this camera and I'll probably drop the phone. So bear with me, guys. And because I'm arching my back down and it's really giving me back. There we go. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, please feel free. The Buster's going a bit nuts by me. I was reading about Horace today. All I can say is I'm glad we moved on and now eat turkey. Yeah, there's a few things like that when you look back on the history stuff. Yeah, I have been looking into. I know some people were asking about this. I've been looking into RH blood types. I will do a show on them eventually. I've just got loads and loads of medical reports to read through first. I was meaning to do them a while ago, but then when I hit on it now, there's so many medical reports to read through and the theories on it all and everything. I did not realise there was that much, so it kind of caught me out of guard. But I will do one on that. There was something else I was going to say and I can't remember. Sorry, guys. Obviously, Witch's show. I want to say coming out of the closet, but he's not coming out of the closet. Witch's Closet is on this Wednesday. Guys, don't forget, obviously, there is the shopping list up. Yeah, Lou's done something to it to make it be seen more. I've been looking into military how to prevent back to occult rituals, proper madness. There is, yeah, when it comes to a lot of occultology rituals are trying to be redone now. A lot of the information's already come and gone. A hell of a lot of the information is in private collections now. Obviously, one of the main ones being in Rome. The other one is in Switzerland. There's a lot of information that people cannot get hold of whatsoever when it comes to esoteric and occult rituals. Damon, we'll have a chat about that after. And that all that's interesting for me as I am RH. Oh, brilliant! And that I might have to just pick your brains a little bit if that's okay with you, because I want to know a few bits and bobs. But yeah, any more questions, guys? Throw them up. Hi, Sue. Welcome along. But yeah, any paranormal questions, anything, please feel free to fire them away. My brain is slowly starting to slow down, as it always does this time of night. And yeah, that's okay with me. Thank you. And I might even get you on for it as well. There's quite a few people I know that have got this sort of say rarity in blood type, which actually turns out not to be a rarity, but it's quite sort of advanced, shall we say. But yeah, that's about it, isn't it, really? Oh, whoa. Turn my head away, look back, and there's a whacking great comment. Sarah, why do Japanese religions make drink and food offering to the ancients if they don't have metaphysical bodies? It's confuses because ancient Egyptian religions talk about physical afterlife. Yeah, there are a lot of ancient religions that believe in offering physical sacrifices, so sacrifices of wine, sacrifices of animal meat. Sorry, sacrifices of fruit and that lot. It is, or it was with the Egyptian faith, it was considered the ability to take them on with you to the past life. They believed everything, obviously, in the chamber that was with you when you were buried, you were taken with you to away, and would help you prove that you are a good person. Because the bloody hell, the path to Anubis was said to be through the desert and required a travel of about a month or something like that. The provisions were always there for the ancients to sort of keep them on the journey. It's the same with all the ancient religions, just in different ways. When they offer fruit, alcohol, or like just any liquid and stuff like that, it was there to help them on their journey from this world to the next, because it was said to be a long travel. And like the River Styx was supposed to take 7 days to cross. So yeah. What have we got? Hopefully that answers your question, Sarah. Jeanette, looking forward to what you find out. Yeah, it's becoming an interesting one. I will admit that. There's a hell of a lot of medical research on it, loads. So you imagine what I'm doing when I'm heading to work tomorrow. I'm going to be sat reading medical documents and sorting out a hotel, a place to park the car for the holiday, due to the fact that Lou sat right next to me and I'm getting evils from her.
You're supposed to do
I've
that.
not done it yet. But I don't have my card, do I? Next week's show, I'll be talking to you via a Ouija board. Love you. But yes, Jess, strange question. Is there such a thing as candle communication? Did you do this one?
What?
Candle communication.
I did.
Pyromancy,
Yeah,
isn't it?
pyromancy.
Yes, there is. It's pyromancy. Lou's done a show. Can we still find it? Should be able to.
Yeah, it should be on
Yeah.
there still.
Yeah, well,
Hopefully.
I'll flick through and I'll tag you on it. It's through a divination shows. But yes, candle communication it's an old way. But yes, it's still a way of communication. Pyromancy. Yes, there is still that way of doing. Susan, I'm AB blood. If you want to know, that's nice to know. I can't even remember what type I am. It's been that long. I did used to have all the information to hand, but it's long gone. Isn't he one of the gods? Not sure what you mean on that, Susan. I might have been talking at the same time. Right? If I was, I apologise. I've got a brain like a sieve. Annette. Oh, laughing. Jess will drop us a message in a bit asking about it, which is fine. Sarah, do you think spirits use the energy of fire or a candle to manifest? Yes. It is down to, again, the famous word that I love using on this show, and Damon has a screaming fit. It's to do with quantum mechanics, or in this idea, thermal mechanics. When you look into the scientific side of all things, they always produce. Well, no, let me rephrase that. The atmosphere changes, so they try to or drain energy. Energy can be put out when it comes to thermal radiation out of your body. So if you were to drop temperature, as you do with an electrical field goes cold. As if you've ever been electrocuted, it's not actually hot, it's cold. It gives you the electric is cold, which is really weird. Unfortunately, I found that out by electrocute myself quite a few times. So if you want to increase the energy pull off somebody, you will obviously drop the cold, make your body become warmer. Thermal energy produces a certain electrical charge, and that's how they can use it. Same with candles. They can put a candle out. However, you will see something very stupid on Facebook, I will have to admit. I've seen it a few times of a post with a candle in saying that if a candle is burning a very small blue flame, it's to show that there's a spirit in the building. It is a load of yes, twaddle. That's a very posh word, isn't it? Twaddle.
It's a good word.
It's a load of twaddle. Yeah, it's a load of rubbish. The reason that candle has gone to blue and very small is because there's not enough oxygen getting to it. So I'd be more worried about you being able to breathe than there being a spirit nearby because the candle has gone blue. It would definitely be the last thing on my mind. Anubis, that was probably, yeah. Anubis is one of the ancient gods who predates Egyptian belief, believe it or not. Yeah, he is the keeper of the roads between. Everyone always mistakes him as being the Anubis is the keeper of the dead. He's not. That is Set. He is the keeper of the dead. Anubis is the bearer of the scales. He decides whether you're evil or not. Annette, don't kill Benlu until he has done the blood interview. I'm safe for a bit. She's saying rubbish. Yeah.
I'll go after the honeymoon. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm safe till the honeymoon. Then after that, she's done with me. I might not even make it back. Wasn't Anubis Anunnaki? He was there, but he was part of, well, the Anunnaki was the High Council. There was them and what was considered God representatives of this planet when it comes to the Sumerian and Anunnaki belief, because the Anunnaki means those from heavens came. Anubis is actually considered an animal god rather than like a metaphorical god, which Osiris and people like that and Ra and everything like that were considered. But Anubis was actually considered an animalistic god. So it goes along with the lines with the Native American beliefs, which is really weird when you look at it. Obviously, it wasn't. My neck. Sorry, guys. Oh dear, that. So yeah. Not my bad. It was Set and L. Yeah. And yeah, it was Set and L. L was one of the main gods. L appears in pretty much all religions as being the father of all of them. And then there's people like Hadad and other beings that are all considered. You've got Al, Hadad, Asmodeus as well, who go through all religions. They're all the ancient ones that are still there. You can track through every religion going. But yeah. L was changed to Cronus in the ancient Greek. Yeah, it was changed to. It had different different portrayal, shall we say? Yeah. So on that one, guys. Any more questions, guys? Feel free, because I might end up cutting this a bit short because I've got a lot to do. Susan, I remember the new tricks. Whoa, sorry, guys. I remember the new tricks program where they did Anubis things on it. Yeah. I was reading the version of Crown, and he said that the spirits are not real but part of your physical psychic. What you're taking, I'm scared they might actually. Yeah, I'm not meant. When it comes to Aleister Crowley, take everything he says with a pinch of salt, because the guy was a madman. And a lot of things, pretty much all his information was stolen and then he butchered into some stupid belief system that he created. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. For Christ, the guy thought he had a small little green alien telling him everything and what to do. So yeah, I won't worry about it too much when it comes to Aleister Crowley. Hey, go, Charles. You're all right, mate. It's all right. Don't worry about being late. David saying, evening, Charles. If you're not seeing new tricks, you know. I think new tricks was I don't remember who was in it. It's four old geezers, isn't it, doing detective work? But I can't remember the name. Bonnie saying hi, Charles. Hope you're well. Damon, the alien god. What was his name? I can't remember. He's about said to be like a couple of inches. One big. I'm trying to think of his bloody name. But yeah, it was some little green pixie thing. There's a place I know that claims to have seen the same thing. It's a load of rabble, to be honest. Dennis Waterman, yeah, that was it. It's good. It's a really good show. I used to watch that. Chai, Vonnie, I'm working 2 days. Oh, bless you, Joss. Yeah, it's like I say, I think Alistair Crowlin said take with a very large pinch of salt. We're not big fans here of Alistair Crowlin on this show. Okay, nice of you to join us. Bless her, Kate. She always sends me an email if she's going to be late. It's not a lesson, Kate. Don't worry, you can turn up whenever you want. You don't have to watch. I'm late to the party, Damon. Yeah, you're all right, honestly. Here comes the Kate questions. I know I've done all right. I've kind of dodged them for a while, so I'm all good. I'm just going to wait for it to fire one up in a minute, and then that'll be it. So we're just going to sit and wait now. I've been quite well. I've managed to dodge most of them. Lou's got some. Damon's had some. I've been quite good at dodging Kate's questions. Bless her. Someone has to keep the US going, Charles. Yeah, between Charles and Wild Bill and Bob, I think they're the only people that are keeping it going out there. But yes. Oh dear, sorry guys, I'm breaking down a bit at the minute. But yes, any more paranormal questions? Any questions on anything? Please feel free to throw them in the chat. She has the great, amazing talent in asking questions that make you go, hold up a minute. Yeah, she does. She does. I'm waiting. I think what we're gonna do, bless you, Doctor. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a little quick show, and we'll get Kate on, and she can interview Damon, and she can interview Lou, and we'll just do one of them things. I think it'll be interesting just see her get to interview like Damon on how he all started, Lou on how it all started, and I can just sit there and smile. If anyone's interested in that, actually, just honestly, we'll get Kate to do it. They did. It's where a woman fed her dog steak because they were a breed of dogs of the old gods. It turned out the bloke was feeding the liver of the dogs too. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the Anubis dogs. They are desert dogs. They're black and skinless. No, they're Mexican. Same as Mexican dogs, but the Egyptian ones are bigger and a bit more scarier, to be honest. Yeah, Kate's up for that. Brilliant. We'll arrange that. So that's that's a new show coming up where Kate is going to interview Damon and then she's going to interview Lou. So yeah, I get out of it.
No.
I set it up.
Yeah, you still have to take that.
No, I
Lead by example.
diplomatic immunity. Diplomatic immunity.
Lead by example.
Damon's up for that. I'm well up for that. Good division chat again. Thanks, Kate. Interview you all sounds good to me. Yeah, I think we'll get Kate on to interview all the members of the Other Dimension crew. So that might be an interesting one. I don't know how you're going to interview yourself, Kate, but I'm pretty sure we'll find a way. That would be really good. I think there's quite a lot of people actually looking to that idea. So you might have to be interviewed.
That's fine. I don't know anything.
Yeah. Lou will claim third and say she doesn't know anything. Big point here. Yeah. Oh God, here we go. Right, I have a question. Okay, some mediums mentioned that he didn't come across animal type spirits and other entities. What are your answers on that? It depends. The dogs are attacking each other.
Yeah, it's stupid like that.
Stop! There of you. It all depends on how you're working. Certain mediums work on different levels.
Some just want to talk to humans.
Yeah, some people just want to talk to humans.
You can get animal mediums.
Yeah, you can get animal mediums. Most of the time, you never know, the animal spirits might not even want to talk to the people. They might just look down their nose and stare at them. There's a lot of mediums we work with that have experienced that. It's been interesting. Yeah, it depends on how you're working and what you're working with. I have to remember, I always got told by a friend of mine that mediumship is like a radio. When you can only tune into certain frequencies at one time if you want to tune into a different channel. Not let the dogs kick the camera as they run off. Yeah, it's sort of like that's how I got told. It's like tuning into different radios. You can only tune into one station at a time. So if you want to talk to anything higher or lower, I know a friend who just mediumship wise, he only talks to literally demonics. And that's it. He refuses to talk to anything else. He only talks to what would be considered demonics. So hopefully that asked the question. Although to be fair, Damon could probably answer that as well because he's a medium. Speaking of which, being a medium is like living inside the film Drop Dead Fred. I have a couple of pictures of a black dog in my mirror. I've never had a black dog. No, you haven't, Annette. I will talk to you about that. I'll email about that tomorrow.
Ask her when it was.
Well, yeah. Well, Lou wants to know when it was.
Like, so is it reasons or is it like
It could possibly be quite recent.
well, yeah, no, but it's best to say anything.
I'm willing to say it might be quite recent.
Yeah, I think best to stick with
Susan laughing, Kate sort of laughing. In my bedroom mirror. Yeah. Mirrors are always good for things. But yeah, guys. Any more questions? We've got a couple of minutes left of the show. Because I kind of did something silly and forgot to go to the toilet before I sat down for the show. Some kind of bobbing. You had taken over the bath.
Yeah.
Taking over a bath with a bath bomb. Oh, she gets looked at. Yeah, you can do, Jeanette. Send them us, Annette even, and we'll have a look. I'm going to start wrapping up in a minute, guys, because my headache's coming back. I've been suffering a lot with headaches in a minute, guys, so it's a little bit painful. It starts getting painful looking at the screen. Well, yeah, guys. So Wednesday, we've got Scarlet Witch with the Witch's Closet, if I remember that well. Yeah, good at remembering that. Then we've got Friday's show. I'm not sure what we've got planned yet, but we have the show on Friday. And then next Sunday, obviously we've got Occultology. I will possibly have a subject for that. We'll get that sorted. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the dogs as well as here. They don't rip the cage, they don't rip the bed apart anymore. What we got? Kate saying, "Hope you feel better soon." Yeah, I think it might be a trip to the doctors for me for my headaches because they've been getting worse. So, would Black Dog be reverted to reading Lou? I don't know. Would a black dog be connected to the reading Lou did? So,
Oh, was it that reason then that she saw it?
No, don't think so. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. Don't think it'll be anything you did last night, Jeanette. I may be wrong, I may not be, but it won't be. I don't think it's anything to do with last night. But yes, guys. So I'm going to love and leave you all for the week. As always, don't do anything silly, and if you're going to do anything silly, make sure you get it on video because it's funny. But yeah, guys, that's it from me. That's it from Lou, Charles, rewatch Ben. Yeah, as always, if you rewatch, hashtag or comment away, and I will try to watch the comments back and any questions we'll answer. Yes, by all means, Jeanette, Thursday show. Did a show on Thursday?
I did show. Yeah, I did the show.
Yeah.
Thursday, that's what I'm about.
Yeah.
The dice.
Black Dog.
I didn't mention that one.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I think we're all getting confused. Today has it been out?
Recently, she saw dog, you see.
Yeah, we'll work it out. Karen, hi, just tuned in, saw you in Beyond the Dark with Josh. I think that's what the show was, wasn't it? Would it be Josh? Like Beyond the Dark something?
Yeah.
Hi, by the way. It was nearly,
Yeah, Darren.
yeah, it was nearly a year ago.
It's really cold.
Yeah, it was bloody freezing coming back from there.
Get ice feet entering the bed at like what, 3:30 in the morning.
No, it was earlier than that. Later than that.
Was it?
Yeah, I got back.
I was asleep.
I got-
just remembered you called.
Yes. I got back in the house at 5 o'clock. Jesus, that was a good. To be fair to them lads, they're good at what they do. Paranormal wise, I think they just absolutely freaked out by everything. It was a nice night with them. They are a good bunch of lads. Yeah, I was not expecting them to be as young as they were. But yeah, that place was really interesting as well. Woodchester Manor, guys. If you've never seen anything, go check them out. They're a good bunch of YouTuber lads. Really are a good bunch of lads. I have to put my hands up. I didn't have a clue who they were until I went down. I just got told by a friend of mine that they were after a demonologist for a night, and that was it. So I went down, and it turned out it was a good laugh with them, bless them. They're a really good bunch of lads. But yes, welcome to the show, Karen. By all means, ask any questions. There is myself, there is my wife, Lou, and there is Damon as well. We're all co-hosts of the show. We're all got our beautiful pieces of knowledge. So ask away any questions, and hope you enjoy watching our shows. Yes, Bonnie, I will have to rewatch. My head is shed tonight. It is not taking anything in at all. Vonnie, I'm exactly the same idea at the minute. I've been watching myself on here slowly draining and looking more drunk.
Oh my gosh.
What's
What
that?
are you doing?
Come here,
What's that about?
psychotic
No, come
animal.
here. No, come back.
Right,
Come on,
damn, I'm late. Selfish. Do not worry about it. Honestly, watch back. You know you've got us a messenger. Just send us a message. You're quite happy to. You know that by all means. Right, guys. I'm going to go sort this one out because he's being a pain.
It's just overtired.
Overtired and getting grumpy and attacking everyone. So yeah, guys.
Back, it's fine.
Be good, be safe, and we will see you next week. Obviously, don't forget Wednesday.